I wasn't talking, honestly. I was just miming. I was pretending I didn't activate the mic. Have I actually? Have I activated it? Oh, what a long day. What a long day. I'm not even going to tell you what I did today. I did actually go plane spawn. But, yeah. It was a bit of a... Yeah. It was a bit of a pain in the ass in the end. But anyway. I need to just see if the... What have I done here? Is it alright? Yeah, it is. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Okie doke. Right, okay. Where are we? Is this still active? Yeah, it is. Looks like it's active. Yeah, okay, perfect. Right, okay. Sponsor Kyle, Brian, he had a nightmare. Yeah, he did. He had a nightmare. Funnily enough, you said it happened, and it happened, so it is what it is. I still got some good shots of the 757. Taking the Liverpool team out to Istanbul today from Liverpool. In real life, I always have to say that because I have been known to virtual plane spot every once in a while on the sim. But yeah, we won't say any more about that. We're back home. We've had some food and had a few drinks. Not like alcoholic drinks, to numb the pain. But yeah, we're back home and we're going to be looking at another Orbx airport. This time it's from indie developer developer Rob Bryne. This is Mount Isa. Not Isa, but Isa. I think they pronounce it Isa. Mount Isa. This one's on the Orbx store, linked in the stream description, of course. You can grab this for around £13.67. Obviously, Orbx being Australian, the price for this one is 26 Australian dollars, which roughly estimates to around 13 quid, 15 euros or $18 US. Again, all estimations, but that's roughly how much you will pay for this particular scenery. I've got a copy to give away, as always. As much as I can do, I will always try and get a copy to give away to my audience. Stay active in the chat. At the end of the live stream, I will give a copy away. All you guys need is a Orbx account. This is a PC only one, and it is a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 scenery. So make sure it's obviously you are entering. You've got 2024, you're on PC, and if you haven't got an Orbx account, that is easily created if you haven't got one. But yeah, really looking forward to this one. Actually, we had a look at the new Oslo update yesterday in a live stream. We give a copy away. That's all been sorted, and yeah, I'm trying to get my hands on the Aerosoft version now to have a little look and see just how different it is. And a couple of you guys actually said Aerosoft's version is better, but I want to go and have a little exploration for myself and see if that's the case. Today we're going to fly over to Mount Isa because the airport itself isn't as big as Oslo. So we're going to go over the outback in Australia, have a little look at the scenery below, and fly into Mount Isa. This is a Yankee Bravo Mike Alpha. So Yankee Bravo Mike Alpha, Mount Isa Airport, northwest Queensland, and it's a nice little size, lovely sort of regional Australian airport. You will get some 737s, A320s even in there, and there's the host of static aircraft. Once we get there, I'll take you through the features of this particular airport. Right now we are actually at oddly enough, we're actually, I believe this is called Mount Isa Airport. It's exactly the same name. I don't know how many of them there are. There seems to be quite a lot of Mount Isa airports for some reason, scattered about in this region of Australia. So we're gonna use the, let me just have a little look. What's this? More EE garbage. yeah, we're going to take a flight in the Baron. I was going to go in the 152 again or the Bonanza, but to be very, very honest, I'd rather fly in the Baron. Right, let's get the sort of the covers off and what have you. That seems a bit off, that camera, so is that better? Yeah, that's a bit better. Let's get some of these on and all that business, and let's get the battery on, beacon light on. Let's give them a second to warm up. And as I say, guys, got a copy of Mount Isa to give away to you guys. It is PC only. Please make sure that you obviously read the descriptions as well, just to give you an idea of the giveaway. Terms and conditions. It's not that, fancy, guys. All I ask that is that, you put an email into your YouTube account so I can contact you, and we'll get all that sorted. But I really like this airport. I've had a look around this one more than I usually would do, because once I'd started getting the thumbnails for it, I was curious, and curiosity got the better of me. Come on, baby, fire up. There we go. Throttle was way too up then. Right, okay. Let's get the pump. Don't know why I put the throttle higher then. Jesus. Rodessa, good to see you in the live chat, my friend. Good to see you. Let's get the left engine started. Well, went a bit faster. Altimeter, not altimeter. What would you call it? Not altimeter. I'm not going to bother with the taxi lighting for this one, purely because we are sitting at kind of a dirt strip, and I can't be bothered. There's no point. So we're going to fly over to Mount Isa, Yankee Bravo Mike Alpha, and have a look around this one. And as I said before, guys, I really like this one. This one is a lovely little regional airport. Not your flaps down. And I think we are going to try and turn around. I think it's off this way, the runway. There we go. There it is there, right behind us. This thing will get up pretty fast, so we'll get right on it. So I actually am using a different reshade today. I'm using, which one am I using? I don't know if it'll come up on your screen, to be honest. World of Visual 2025. Now this for me has got a bit more contrast and it's a bit, I think, a bit more shadow and possibly a bit more sharpening to it than Sealed Sky. I still prefer Sealed Sky, but we'll have a little go with this today. I'm also using Rex Atmos Core. You probably won't see any difference until we're up in the air. I've set the weather to clear, and we're using AB's Enviro and Atmos settings for this one. So AB, it's usually in the top sort of 5 over on the right, but yeah, we're using them today. Max, good to see you, my friend. Should get up pretty sharpish. gear up. Should have really tapped on the brakes there. And luckily, we are just going to literally head straight out. Now, if you keep on looking, guys, you will actually see the Atmos is active. You can see like a nice sort of haze over the over in the distance. For me, not too bad. I think AB's preset is a nice combination of not too much sort of haze and blue, if that makes sense. It's not bad. Not bad at all. It's okay. It's not too in your face. It's not what I used to make the first couple of times I tried the presets for Atmos. But we won't be climbing very high for this one. I don't think it's a long flight, but we are going to try and come in from the north and circle back around. But this is the scenery you get out here. It's not bad at all, is it? So this is really, I keep on saying it, but this is a really nice one. I really like this airport. Again, it is part of sort of the Orbx ecosystem, but Orbx don't do their own airport anymore, as you know. If you didn't know, pretty much now Orbx are handing their airports off to basically to indie developers. Their way of saying, you know, it's not us that do the sceneries anymore. We've got some, you know, we've got guys who, I'm imagine a freelance or something, who come in and create the airports for them, and I'm assuming they get some kind of cut for their work. And for me, I am going to say, and I mean this with total respect, is that I from what I've seen so far, I think kind of each developer is on a different level to another one. So maybe some developers are first starting out and it's their first kind of look at payware sceneries. But certainly, you know, some airports are a bit more higher quality than others. And again, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, each developer is going to have their own skill set and, you know, specifications, the quality of each airport that they do. And that's not to say that they're bad. I'm saying that basically you can see from different developers that one developer may do modeling and texturing better, you know. Love Orbx stuff, got too much of it. Yeah, I've been speaking to I've spoke to a couple of different guys at Orbx over the years, and I'm pretty sure Orbx were the guys who put me in touch with Pilot Plus when they used to be a thing. And I've said it loads, but Pilot Plus, you need to come back. You need to do a Gaia simulations and come back. I mean, at least Gaia simulations didn't exactly disappear. They, you know, they were working alongside Microsoft and Asobo doing the handcrafted airports. But my Swansea airport activation key wasn't working. And I actually emailed Pilot Plus to get it sorted, and I've had no correspondence left. So for me, it doesn't even look like there's anyone at the end of the line, but you can actually go into their website and still buy stuff. It's a bit odd. All their social medias are still active, but the last posts were was Wednesday when they released Swansea. I had a look at some of their sceneries in 2024. Biggin Hill still actually works very, very well, and it still looks fantastic even now. Oxford doesn't. It seems to be a bit glitchy. There's some kind of weird texture glitching in Oxford. I couldn't test Swansea, as I say. And I for some reason can't get hold of my South End, and I had Wickham Air Park as well, their first one for 2020. But yeah, I'd love to know. The person that I had the email for Pilot Plus, they never ever emailed back, and it's a shame because Pilot Plus were really, really good. Really good. There was nothing though. There was no updates. They didn't do any kind of press release or anything to say, listen guys, we're stopping. We're not doing it anymore. Everything's still active. Website's still there. It looks exactly the same. You can still go and buy things. There just doesn't seem to be anyone at the end of the line now. You can't get in touch with anyone. But anyway, back to Mount Isa. Custom 15 centimeter aerial imagery, detailed terminal and hangar interiors. It really does. Custom ground service equipment, detailed interior, optimized for 2024's walk around mode. Haven't tried that. We will try it in the live stream. Detailed hangar interiors for the Royal Flying Doctor, Marker Aviation and General Aviation hangars. Non-directional beacon custom modeled. Night lighting, just as night lighting. Radios, you've got NDB, the VOR, DME, and the weather ones. It's an uncontrolled airport. The old decommissioned control tower is still present, and it's fully modelled. It looks really good. Custom runway and apron sections, custom runway and taxiway lighting, helicopter operations area with blue cone markers, custom windsocks, gable cones and markers, car parks and landside structures. The aeromedical facility is there. Static aircraft, you've got quite a few of them. We'll have a little look at them. The original Royal Air Flying Doctor's hangar remains in operation. Custom ambulance refueling, a truck and other little bits. Smokestacks in the distance from the mines, the copper mines and the lead smelters and basic smelter plants. Fantastic. There's a lot, and the surrounding scenery is fantastic. This Atmos that we've got going on, as I said before, is the AB realistic one, and I've just got the Enviro and the Atmos installed running. Well, I've got it running at the minute, obviously, because it's an external program, and it does look nice. I always feel the Rex Atmos presets look better with the clear sky preset, you know, with no clouds, which it does. It doesn't look too bad, to be fair. And I've got a copy of this to give away, guys, so if you're interested in winning a copy, it's the same as always. Be active in the chat near the end of the stream and I'll get you a copy. I think we're not too far. I think that might be it over there. Because over on the left here, this is the mines and the big sort of quarry. I think that might be it. Or not. Oh, we've got actually quite a distance, guys. I do apologise. I thought I'd done quite a thingy. So that isn't the airport. I'm wondering what that is now. Wondering what it is. But we'll be there. Don't worry. We'll be there. It's, as I say, the airport is obviously a lot smaller than Oslo, so we have got a bit of time to fly. Plus, it is always just to do a nice little bit of flying and fly into the airport and then have a look around it. I wonder what airport that is then. If it is an airport, it might not even be an airport. How are you guys all doing today? Have you had a good start to the week? It's Monday. We're on start of another week. Like I said on the Oslo stream, there might not be an abundance of streams in the next week or so. I have got something to work on for you guys, and I am working on a couple of different things at the minute as well. I'm hoping to get one little tiny teaser video done for you guys for an airport, and then, as I say, move on to the next project straight away. There will be live streams as much as possible, but I don't want to. That's not even an airport, or it was, but it's decommissioned or something. I don't want to needlessly do live streams if there's no point. If there's something that I'm interested in, of course, I will live stream it. I do want to try and do. I do want to do a community flight if possible very soon. I want to get some of you guys in on the multiplayer and do some flying. Maybe get a vote going to see where we'll do some flying. And do some flying. Yeah, I can't sit straight. I just slouch down. That's the problem. And I shouldn't slouch because this is basically how I've the height and everything that I've calibrated the Toby tracker to, so I shouldn't really slouch, because as you can see, Toby now is spot on. I can, there we go. If I slouch down, it's going to get confused. It's not actually going to confuse me mouth and my eyes or anything, you know. So yeah, today I went to my Liverpool airport. I'm sorry, my local Liverpool airport, to catch the 757 taking the Liverpool football team to Istanbul. And I was standing there with the lads, Spotter Kyle, Plain Spot and Mike. And I said, you know what, I'm going to go and get an Uber around to the other side of the airfield to basically catch the 757 rotating off. Just on a, for my camera lens, it just, where we were, it was too zoomed in, so I wouldn't have fit the whole of the 757 in. So I did, and lo and behold, I got to where I wanted to go. 2-minute drive around the corner, and they swapped runways. So, although I saw it, there was a gate, there was a fence in front of it, and essentially I didn't get any kind of lift-off shot. I mean, we all wouldn't have got lift-off shots anyway because of it heading towards 09 towards the River Mersey. So it is what it is. Hopefully in the next week or so I can maybe catch it coming back, or possibly catch the Turkish Airlines 777 that is due into Liverpool. But yeah, wasn't the best of days, I must admit. It was nice to see the lads there, nice to get some photos. Still got to see it parked up and everything. It was the National Geographic Iceland 757 as well, so it wasn't exactly just a basic one. It, you know, just a plain white one. It had quite a nice livery on it. So anyway, I'm over it now. I need to get back into multiplayer. It's been a while. Yeah, I mean, I don't do enough of it, and I really should get a little flight going with everyone. See if we can get a few of us in and pick somewhere to go some flying. Personally, for me, I'd rather do some like bush flying and some low and slow aircraft, or even the Bonanza or the Baron. Go somewhere with really nice scenery, and we can all sort of take in the scenery together. But really, really excited to show you this airport, folks, because admittedly I did have a much more longer look at this one when I was getting the thumbnails, so my bad. So I can't really call this my first look, because I did have a good look around it. I didn't take a look at some of the landside things and bits. I haven't tested the walker mode in the terminal either, so we have got that to do as well, which will be quite fun. Yeah, the Atmos preset here looks really nice, especially over Australia with the the outback and the blue skies over us. But yeah, it looks like most of the flight sim stores and developers and third-party vendors have got their sort of March Madness sale going on. Indie Builds have jumped on that, and I think Contrail have as well. But if there's any aircraft or airports you guys are after, I'd definitely be looking on those stores fronts right about now, because there looks like there's some nice offers. I'm just wondering when Indie Builds are going to release Liverpool Airport, I'll be totally honest. I can actually see their TriStar coming out before Liverpool. I really can. Oh, I do love the Baron. I do love this aircraft. Look at the detail in it. So nice. Slow down a bit. I have linked this in the stream description, guys. Like I said before, 26 Australian dollars. It's going to cost estimated to be around £13.67. €15.80 or $18.30. And in my opinion, this one's got enough detail in it to definitely I don't even know the word. Definitely to justify those prices, in my opinion. Yeah, Indie Builds, I've got their March Madness sale on. I know for their particular sceneries, I think week by week in March it does change. I think the enhanced Ibiza 2024 sceneries on there, and Dubrovnik is there as well, and a couple of others. And I think a lot of their third party vendors have got sales on as well. So but what I will say, Aerodessa, thanks to you, obviously, on one of the last live streams for sending a lovely super chat donation into the channel. Obviously, just to make people aware, any kind of super chats and obviously channel memberships do really help out. I will completely say I don't really make money off YouTube, and that's not the point of it, as I've said many a times, but I do put money into my YouTube channel. It may look like, Brian gets all his airports and aircraft and whatever you free. I do get quite a considerable amount to show off on the channel. That's absolutely true. It's not a shock, but I do put money into the channel. Honestly, money that I don't really have to spend on the channel, but I do put money into the channel. Aerodessa, like I said, did send me a lovely donation, but again, that will go back into the channel in the form of hopefully a comparison. It will be for me to purchase Glide Slope Pro's Las Vegas scenery, because I'm very curious to see how it compares to Flight Tamper's Vegas, or more specifically the latest Flight Tamper update. So that video will be dedicated to Aerodessa himself, because obviously I wouldn't have been able to get that any other way. And I'll be totally honest, guys, there's been moments where I've reached out to certain people and said, can I, whoa, oh, don't do that. Can I feature your product on the channel? And for the most part, people are very, very nice. Ivan, good to see you, mate. We are on our way into Mount Isa Airport, Northwest Queensland, so we're over in Australia now. That's why we've got some lovely blue skies and sun. We are using Rex Atmos Core in this on this live stream. We've got the AB preset, so that's AB, Enviro and Atmos. We're also using a reshade called, let me show you, or I don't know if I don't think you'll see it on the live stream. This one's called World Visual 2020. Now, I do usually use Sealed Sky. What I can show you is the difference. So you can see the reshade active now. It's now not active, and you can actually see more of that Atmos as well. Let me know, guys, though, what do you prefer right now? Reshade off or reshade on? Honestly, for me, right now, if I'm looking at sort of any kind of images of Australia up from the sky or anything, that looks a bit nicer with reshade off. I don't know. I could be wrong. It looks more purpley and maybe a bit more orange. If we put reshade on again, it's a lot more blue, isn't it? But anyway, get outdoors. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. As I say, guys, I've got a copy of this to give away, Mount Isa. As always, giveaway is at the end of the live stream. You'll need an Orbx account. It's for PC only, 2024, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. And yeah, after you guys see this, I think a lot of you guys will want to win this one. Because it is beautiful. It's a beautiful. With it on, it looks more humid and hot. So it's on now, and then when it's off, it looks a bit more like purpley, orangey purpley. But again, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, 2024 dialed it down a bit, but both of the sims in default have got like a yellowish tint to them, which I don't really like, to be particularly honest. But yeah, you guys will really enjoy this one. This is packed with detail and modeling and texturing is beautiful on this one as well. Really nice. I haven't got me thing on, have I? My actual There we go. The problem with this camera is you can see the beer gut, and I don't even drink beer, so it's not a beer gut, it's just... Ooh, what's happened here? Why is everything off? Not off, I mean just... Jesus, that camera gets hot. Jeez. Like a little radiator. There we go. But yeah, it's obviously nothing much to see over the outback and beyond, is the it's definitely not somewhere you'll want to be needing to crash land. We're not too far off now, guys. We've made a nice, we've made a lot of time up there, and just a straight flight over as well, which is pretty cool. I will say a massive thanks to Orbx, because they have popped this into my account for me to show off, and obviously we're nice enough to send a giveaway copy over as well. As I say it all the time, if I'm able to do a giveaway for you guys, I will do my very, very best. Sometimes it's hard enough to ask these developers if I can show it off, and then to say, oh, but can I also have a giveaway copy as well? I've also noticed Toby Eye Tracker doesn't like objects going in the way of faces. All I have to do is like fiddle with my nose as well. It doesn't like that. Right, we are getting quite close now. Where are we? As I say, there is the sort of the copper mines and the machinery and some of the like a quarry, like almost like a quarry. We might even come in from that direction. Let's give it a bit more beans. I'm just going to stick it in autopilot and altitude hold mode at the minute, chaps. Because I just want to make sure that I'm doing all this visual as well. I have got some kind of flight pan active, but right now, I'll be honest with you, I can't see it. But didn't Innie Builds do Innsbruck for 2024? I could be wrong. And as I say, obviously now going from 2020, Orbx don't do their kind of their own sceneries, do they? They're not the ones who actually make them anymore. Sorry guys, when the camera does that, it's because I'm fixing myself. Because I slouch too much. I need to stop slouching. Where is this airport gone? Over to the right. Is it over to the... Hang on. Okay. So it's actually past. It looks closer than it actually is. Over to the right, just sort of. This I think this is where the quarry is, and you'll see actually just here some of the machinery and stuff over there. So that's absolutely fine. That's the runway I want to come in on anyway. It's all planned. It's all reasoned. It's all good. Let's take autopilot off. Actually, that's it in front of us. There we go. I think it is anyway. Yeah, so I think that's it there, and then over here is the like the copper mine and all other business over there. So what I'll do is I'll try and actually fly over the sort of the quarry, and it's rendered pretty nicely as well. I must admit the quarry looks really cool, or the mine, sorry. If you are enjoying the live stream, please, guys, leave a like. If you're watching the live stream now and you're not subscribed, just double check that you are subscribed. And if you want to win a copy of this, then I do give subscribers a better chance. On Nightbot, it does allow me to add a multiplier to the giveaways, meaning subscribers. So basically what happens is I click on active chatters. It then gives me sort of a little few options, and then it says look modifier, so regular modifier, subscriber look modifier. I can put that to ×2, and then obviously, you know, it gives me that option, which is pretty nice. So over here you can see quite a lot of sorts of quarries, and there's one over here there, and there's the airport there as well. The one thing I will say, as we sort of go over the top of the airport, I don't know if it's supposed to look like that. I haven't checked on Google Maps, but there's this kind of, you know, there's more green here, and this area where the airport is, there's a bit more green than it is around the outskirts of the airport. So I don't know if that blends in well, or if it's realistic enough. I don't know if one of you guys want to go off and check on Google Maps. I might do when we've landed. But as you can see, as we go over the top of it, everything from around is obviously the red rock and the oranges, and obviously we do have trees. But then the airport's kind of on this flat bit of land with a more, it has got a bit of red, but it's green. You'll see what I mean. David, good to see you. Thank you for coming in and having a little look at Mount Isa. This is, again, this one actually came out last month, around the same time. I think this is about a month old, this scenery now, so it's not a new one. We've had a look at St. Simons, McKinnon St. Simons Island by Orbx. That was their latest one that came out like last week. We also looked at Oslo, which was the 2024 update, which was released over the weekend. We took a look at that yesterday. Oh, sorry guys, that's my fault. Sorry, I don't know why it activated. Sorry guys, sorry. There's the quarry down there. Looks pretty cool. So there has been a few models done here. Again, that's because I put my hand up. And with a couple of smokestacks and some basic factories being modelled. Basically, guys, I don't know why that does that. I obviously activated Nightbot onto the tab on my internet as part of a tab, which was weird because it wasn't a separate window. And then even with OBS actually, you know, the I crossed out on OBS, if you've never used it, it was deactivated the window, but it automatically activated the giveaway window. I don't know why. But sorry if that was on a bit longer than it should have been. I think we caught it early. I think I've only just put it on the screen, the giveaway thing. It's because obviously I was reminded by myself to put Nightbot on. Apologies, guys. Sorry. But yeah, we've got a few smokestacks, and then obviously the quarry just to the side of the airport. So we're just going to swoop around now. And then make our approach into Mount Isa. And have a good look around. It's not a massive airport, I would say. The biggest you're getting in here is sort of the regional jets and 737s as well. I will have a little look at flight radar when we're down on the ground and everything's been turned off. There we go. We got a better look at the quarry now as well. If you have just joined the live stream, thank you so much. I am using a Rex Atmos Core preset on this live stream for once. This is the AB preset. I think it's, for me, it's the most subtle one. I think is the best word to say. The most subtle kind of horizon and haze across the horizon. Oh God, I need to stop slouching. Please, is there any kind of tips on not to slouch? Let's get the gear down. A little low, but that's fine. Yeah, if you have just joined the live stream, guys, we are looking at Mount Isa. So this one isn't a new one. This has been out for about a month now. Again, it's an Orbx. I'm gonna say Orbx published scenery because technically it's indie developers who make this. This one's from Rob Bryne. I've put the product page in the stream description. While you're in there, if you guys did want to buy this, or if one of you guys wins it, do have a look at the video. It's kind of their trailer, but it's not in the same style of a trailer that you would be used to. It's more of like how Rob created the airport and the reasons for him creating the airport. As you can see, the runway textures are beautiful. You can see that bit of sort of wet and slick on the runway, which looks pretty nice. Definitely a bit of a nosedive into the runway there, but I always seem to really get the Baron down a lot nicer than the Bonanza. I don't know why. Might have to come off on the other one if we've got another one. But as you can see, guys, there's a lovely bit of detail already. We've got the windsock there. We've also got a ground vehicle as well. Just over to our right there, we've got a ground vehicle. Nice. Oh. There's the decommissioned control tower as well, which is where we'll park up because I couldn't make that turn. This guy's waiting for me as well. Nice. It's alright, mate. You don't need to do anything for me. It's alright, mate. Yeah, the runway is lovely. And also as well, guys, look at this apron here. So this is kind of the decommission part of the airport. So the control tower's been done, but have a look at the ground texturing. So you got that kind of red dusting to it. We'll have a little look at that in a second. Should have done both of them at the same time. One at a time, Brian. Jesus Christ, man. Take down, turn that off, turn beacon light off. Alternator. Perfect. Okay, so let me just jump out and show you the textures on the tarmac. All right, mate, you can go back in now, don't worry. So you've got this sort of, dusting, like red dusting, the landscape you'll see around here. Lovely a cover of dust and dirt, and it's nicely done. It really is. I'm joking. I'm joking, guys. Right, let's get into the drone mode because this one's a bit more easier to navigate this airport when showing it off. Obviously, with Oslo, we were back and forth. We had to do a clockwise rotation around it. But this is a nice sort of, straight. You know what I mean? Everything's kind of on one side. And just so we can see those runway textures a bit more and taxiway textures as well. I get the drone around and have a little look. There we go. We've got an actual, authentic Mount Isa Toyota Jeep. Nicely done. Really, really nice model for that. And then the runway textures, look at this. Lovely stuff. I think this is one of the things that he points out in his sort of video. Again, it's not really a trailer, it's more of a kind of a, why he chose to do this airport. And it is nice. It really is one of my new favorites because it's my type of airport. Nice size for, business jets, general aviation. You can, if you wanted to do something a bit bigger like a 737, you can do. And we've also got some custom lights, custom windsocks as well. Really, really nice. I mean, again, I have had a look around this, but I haven't been down here and taken a look at, look at that. Look at the detail in the runway there. Spot on. Spot on. Some nice surrounding scenery as well. Let's have a little look at that VOR. Some nice kind of default scenery around here. Kind of, rocks and foliage. That, I mean, I can't comment on, but, does look native to the outback. I must admit, feels a bit... And I haven't really got anything open to the only thing that I've got open right now that I can think that it might be is I've obviously changed my reshade, which, do you know what? I am going to put it back to sealed sky. Just to... I think that's a bit nicer if I'm going to be totally honest. I've never found reshade to really impact performance, if I'm going to be totally honest. Not in my experience anyway. Reminds me of the runways back in Africa when they get hot and melt. I mean, it's not ideal, is it? I've got a feeling because I was only checking this out about a day or two ago, and for me, it just the frames seem a bit not as favorable. It could potentially be Rex Atmos because I've not used it in a while. It could be. I don't know why it would be, because again, it's not something that I ever feel like perfects performance. But I was here the other day and performance seemed fantastic. Look at this. It looks like something you do some kind of show in a circus on, but I'm assuming it is something to do with weather, radar, or whatever. But is that the moon? Wow. I don't know the name for that, guys. I do apologize. I know one of you guys will know that. Or at least someone in the comments will pop up and tell me what that is. All this is auto-generated. There's nothing here that is modeled by Rob. Again, this is Rob Bryne, the indie developer for this particular airport. I know we flew over here, but we're not that far. So let me just go and show you guys what this looks like. Look at that. Let me out. But yeah, there's some basic custom models here for the factories and the smokestacks and stuff like that. But everything else is auto-genned. Perfect. Right, let's get to the meat. Let's get to the filling of the airport. Do you see what I mean, guys? Obviously, this area of the airport, if you look around, I don't know if it's like that. So what I want to just check is if it is like this. Because although it doesn't, it feels, it looks brilliant, but it doesn't look like it seamlessly sort of blends in with the surroundings. I don't know. There's a couple of Mount Isa airports. That's the thing. Luckily, it did take me to the proper one. What I'm going to say here is no. This doesn't look like Google Maps. It's a lot more orange. Actually, do you know what? There is this kind of a separation on Google Maps, but it's for the most part this kind of weird edge here that's got like a, maybe a road going around. That is there, and it's the same color. Inside here, I don't know if it's anything to do with the months. Maybe, I don't know. No, it's definitely custom ground texture in the middle. It's just a lot redder, a lot more red and orange that I'm seeing on Google Maps. If you're interested, but with that said, it still looks fine. It's still nice. What I do want to see is what kind of aircraft we're getting here. So it is Yankee Bravo Mike Oscar Mount Isa. Right now on the ground there is a beach. There is a King Air. No. Oh, that is hilarious. There is a Beach Baron 58 going onto the runway at Mount Isa right now. That absolutely wasn't set up, guys, but there is a Baron app going onto the runway now. Fantastic. Love to see it. let's see what aircraft we get into here. So you've got Rex using their Saab 340, Qantas using their 737s, and they looks like they're Dash 8s possibly. Yeah, Qantas using the Dash 8s, Virgin Australia using their 737-800s, Rex using their A340s, their Saab 340s, and you've got a company called Toll using a beautiful God, we had them we had one in Liverpool, and actually Manchester had one land the other day. What are they called? Metroliner, Fairchild Metroliner. Yeah, 737s. No Airbus aircraft by the looks of it. It is just Qantas and Virgin using 737s. So yeah, I think generally what you would usually see at a regional airport like this, actually. I know some of the impulse simulations airports that I've taken a look at over the years. It's the same deal. Rex with their Saabs and Virgin and Qantas with the 737s. There we go. Look at this. Welcome to Isa, birthplace of champions. William Barton, Scotty Prince, Deborah Mailman, Simon Black, Greg Norman, and Patrick Rafter. There you go. 737-800, yeah. So have a little look landside first. This is something that I haven't really looked at proper, but over there you can actually see the first of a few. Not first of a few. I think that's the only area for the helicopters. Open hangars. The hangars look fantastic, by the way. I really am keen to see more developers do more development for hangars, because we don't see enough. I will say, guys, if you are part of my Discord, if you're not, please do join. Consider joining. I want to know about more hangars. If you've discovered any hangars in freeware or payware, start sending them into the Discord, guys, because I want to know if there's any nice hangar interiors, or just nice hangar models. Should we go back to there and just do, yeah, we'll do landside and we'll go back to there. But yeah, there's a lot of ground equipment, a lot of static aircraft. It makes the airport feel quite alive, which is nice to see. And you can already see that just from the sort of the outer perimeter road. You've got an R22, I think that's a Robertson R22 helicopter. We'll have a look at that, don't you worry, guys. We'll swing round back the other way. We'll have a little look. Nothing over there that immediately sticks out. We got some more racetracks. We saw some racetracks in Oslo, didn't we? Here are more custom signage. Here we go. Lovely sort of LED sign here as well. Look at that. And then there's to kind of turn off there. We parked our Baron over there. And then here is the entrance into the airport. Lovely little entrance. Look at this. Welcome to Mount Isa. Little grate, sort of little, I think, storm drain of whatever. And then let's go in and have a little look. Custom car models, which is always nice to see. I do love either the car models that are included in the scenery editor, which we've already had a discussion about before. Those sort of new, really stupidly detailed included car models, or something like this. unless it's a compatibility airport, it's not really nice to see the old car models that are kind of, you know, smushed together and got that shine and kind of 2D cardboard look to them. But with this being a 2024 airport, obviously everything's quite new and all custom. The Mount Isa sign there. The people are static, but they are custom people. Custom trees as well. These are I think are custom trees. I don't think these are the ones that come in the sim. Yeah, definitely custom. I could be wrong. I just might not have seen them before. There's just lots going on with this already. There's things on the ground. There's trucks. There's cars. The amount of fencing is fantastic. Everything's fenced up and you know, restricted, and there's gates and stuff. So already a plus from me, of course. This whole area with the you know, the BP and the fuel tanks and stuff like that. There you go. We've got marker variation. It's a little bit of flickering on the roof edge there as well, but yeah, you know, it is what it is on that one. But yeah, I can't see any kind of old default vehicles being used here. There's a lovely amount of static aircraft, just enough to make the airport feel very immersive. Here is the marker aviation hangar, spinning ceiling fan. Again, 172 parked up here. It's got its cover. Well, it's got its cover partly on. It's got its you know, its tags hanging on there. Lovely stuff. You know, it feels like a used hangar, doesn't it? It's got a bit of aging and a bit of weathering to it. I'm assuming these are all authentic registrations as well for the aircraft. Anything behind here? No, a little office. Not bad at all. In this area, there's quite a lot of, you know, airstrips, dirt strips, and you know, there's a couple of ones with asphalt runways, and you know, you're not in the middle of nowhere, but you are sort of, you've got a bit of flying to do before you hit the next airport. Another lovely little aircraft model here, as an R22, yeah. Not bad, not bad. All the hangars seem to be branded up with enough signage on them to make them stand out. This hangar's funny. There's no hangar doors. It's just got like a cage in front of it. Savannah Aviation. Yeah, this airfield, lovely amount of hangar interiors and open hangars to really enjoy. And again, they're nicely modelled as well. I can't really see anything that's jumping out to me where it's like poorly textured or modelled. They are really nicely done. This one's the, again, more massive hangars. This one's got the helicopter hangar around it as well. Apron textures look great as well. There we go. So this is the newer Royal Flying School. There's actually the older ones as well. And I will also say that the night lighting is bloody fantastic as well. Would have liked to have seen a bit more lighting in there to, you know, to flood the actual hangar itself. They look like they're sort of dimmed down almost. And then round the back here. This looks like one of the... Is it the Leonardo? Is it the AW 169? 139. Actual rotating fan there as well. Animations nice and, you know, nice and smooth, very fluid. There's no sort of glitchiness or lagging in that animation. Lovely to see. Let's pop it back into daytime. Lovely stuff. More gates and, you know, ground clutter as well. It does feel like a, you know, a proper working airport. And the ground textures are really nice. Some of the best I've seen, actually. You can actually see here there's again bits of orangey red dust, you know, from the surrounding landscape. Some more native aircraft on the stand here with the tie downs. Lovely stuff. You can see more of the ground texture here. Developers gone for some sort of patches of oil and water and yeah, definitely utilizing 2024's SDK with those ground textures, definitely. The BP side of things, the fuel and the trucks, and I do love it when developers get really authentic with the labels and the signs and the custom models, of course, as well. It's nice to see not just the default things inside the sim where it starts to get, you know, quite similar each and every airport. Let's do a bit of zigzag. I thought I didn't have to, but we shall. Ground service equipment here. Here we go. So, is that doubled up, or is it just two sides? Yeah, it's just two sides. Signage is very crisp and clear as well. You know, you can get quite close to it, and you know it's still very detailed. He says, looking at this one. Some of it is, some of it is. Designating smoking area there for yourselves. Mount Isa sign. Got enough detailing to see like little imperfections, little bits of rust and chips out the paint. Again, lovely bit of detail from the developer there. Car park is nicely full, I guess. These guys have got actual canopies that seem to be solar panels, which is quite nifty. Very detailed, nicely done. Nice to see you, Mike. 777 2 p.m. arrival next week and departure 3:50. I still miss it, mate. Even still, just sent in the group chat. Cheers, mate. I'd like to know when it's coming back on the next day. I'm assuming it's going to be a late one, though. I'm assuming it'll. Well, it depends. If it might come back on the Thursday, mightn't it? The day after the match, but I am going to hazard a guess and say that's going to bring them... It's a 4-hour flight, though, isn't it? So after the game, it might be too late. I don't know. I'd like to know when it's coming back on the Wednesday. If it comes back on the Wednesday. Because if it comes back on the Thursday, then it might come back in the morning. Like, early in the morning. I'm going to see if I can get the baby, get a babysitter, because I'd really want to see that. 2 p.m. is a nice time. Oh, hang on. 2 p.m. arrival and departing at 3:55. See, you could stay for that. It's a 2-hour turnaround. I'd stay for that, you know what I mean? I'd stay and see the arrival and departure. Leave it with me. It's coming in Wednesday evening and going straight back out after game. Yeah, I thought so. So there's no point on Wednesday. Absolutely no point. When's the 757 coming back? I'm guessing that's going to be another late one. Do we know when the 757's coming back? I'm going to have a look at getting there to see it on the Tuesday. 2 p.m. arrival and then going back out like 2 hours later. I'd stay and just watch it come in. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Before we enter the terminal, let's have a little look around the building itself and obviously some of the surrounding buildings as well. The pattern here is lovely. It's like broken tiles, but they've been really replicated. They've been replicated really well. 757 tomorrow night, yeah. I saw it. I got some pictures of it. It's fine. It's all right. It's fine. This lady going on a holiday? She doesn't look very happy though, does she? I mean, technically, she probably wouldn't be going on a holiday from here. Possibly some kind of domestic flight. But she could be getting a domestic flight to, an international and then heading out somewhere nice. These guys are on the phone here, making important calls. Here is the older Royal Flying Doctor hangar, and again, beautifully rendered, really nice. We will look at the terminal. What I'd like to do with the terminal is bring the Baron over and have a little go with the walk around mode. Is this 2024 and 2020? I think there's two versions. I don't think it's compatible. I think there's actually two versions of it. Let me double check. So this, I'm going to link. So this is the link for the one that I'm looking at now. Obviously the 2024 scenery. I think there is a 2020 version as well. I'm pretty certain there's a 2020 version. Let's have a little look. In fact, I'm certain there's a 2020 version. Yes, there is a 2020 version. Same price. Although this talks about 2024's walking mode for some reason. But there is two separate products. So this isn't a compatibility version. This is the link for the 2020 version, guys. But yeah, there is two versions. So what I would say is the giveaway will be open for whatever version you want because it's the same price and it's basically, it's the same airport. It just looks like there is a more of a native kind of thing going on with the 2024 version over the 2020 version. Whether you get all this lovely apron texturing, as you can see on 2020, I couldn't say, unfortunately. It still looks fantastic from the screenshots, but again, I don't know if those screenshots are 2024. But yeah, Mike, I'm gonna try and get a babysitter for that Tuesday, mate. Because it's, as I say, if it's coming in at 2 o'clock and then going out just before 4, I don't really want to miss the 777. You know, talking about having a 757 today, Liverpool 777. You know, amazing. I'm wondering if it's going to be a 200 or 300 though. A 300 would be incredible, but 200 again would be also nice. But yeah. So this is where we were before, right by the sort of the decommissioned control tower. Don't know much about these windows. I don't know if these are those kind of to keep heat out. I don't know. They look a bit odd. I don't know, but anyway, there's my avatar there, still standing next to this dude. Yeah, he's just being there. Barclay Aviation as well, and then the decommissioned control tower with like the covers inside on all the equipment. Pretty cool. Don't know what that noise is. It's a lovely airport. I absolutely love it. It's so nice. And again, we still haven't had a little look at the air terminal yet. So that's what we will do next. I'm just going to take it over here because if you have a little look over here, I don't know what this is, but it's being modeled. That's like one of those like wheat or fruit kind of things where the not blend it up, but yeah, blend it up. I don't maybe you guys know that what that is, but don't think it's anything to do with the airport. But you know, look at that for a shot. You've got the stacks off in the background, and then there's the airport there. Look at that. Definitely screenshot worthy, I think that. A little screenshot of that. Just change a bit of lighting, maybe see if we can get. There's the overview of the night lighting as well, if you were interested, guys. It's an uncontrolled airport, yeah, it's an uncontrolled airport. Which, for me, if it's got Qantas and stuff coming in, I don't know what kind of logistical nightmare that's going to face when you've got airliners coming in. I'm assuming they have some kind of ATC to speak to, though. Oh. Yeah, not bad at all. Now, what I want to do is I want to bring the Baron over to the terminal. So we'll do a little quick taxi. We'll actually taxi out and around. So very, very straightforward by the looks of it. And then we will go for a little walk. I might even just power up one engine, to be totally honest. Let's have a little look. Come on. Yeah, there she blows. I'm going to leave the avionics off. Watch out, mate. I love seeing the Dash 8s when they taxi out on one propeller. So cool. And taxiing as well. I love having rudder pedals now. Just make things so easy. Lovely little airport. Really love it. For me, I just don't do enough flying in Australia. I want to see more of this in Europe. I mean, I know we've got a lot in Europe. I'm not being ungrateful or anything, but yeah, there's, you know, it's very nicely done. So wouldn't mind seeing some others closer to home, possibly. The one that I want is Blackpool. I really want a nice payware Blackpool airport in the simulator. Someone please do a Blackpool airport. We need one. I don't know whether I'm parking this up correctly, guys, as well, by the way, so just bear with me. Still need to get some kind of foot pads on the floor to stop these pedals skidding. Right, let's get out and have a little wander around with the avatar mode as well. There he goes. I've got a new jacket on as well. That doesn't look anything like me, by the way, as you can see. So with avatar mode, I am looking for obviously collision on things as well. Have we got collision on the car? No. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, hang on. No collision on there. All right, chaps, you're all right. The custom foliage, the bush, is quite nice. No collisions on them. No collision on most things, but we do have an open door. Collision on that? No. No collision on this ramp. But I love the sort of the canopy and the custom imagery on the window, which, by the way, has got transparency to it. So there is a bit of transparency. You can see through to the terminal there, which is pretty cool. Is there any... No, but there is a sort of a fake ramp. So the ramp just is a bit off, as you can see. It kind of glitched through. But again, I don't... If you're going to use your avatar mode in the terminal, I would always ever use it with first-person mode, because the camera just doesn't look right in the third-person mode. So here we go, guys. Okay. So what if I need to go to the toilet? It doesn't look like there's any collision on the walls or anything, or any kind of objects, which is what it is. I'm not too sure what the if it affects performance, but we can walk in here. Here we go, guys. We've actually got the proper departures by the looks of it. Rex and Qantas. Townsville. Is it Cairns, is it? Here we go. The departure gates all nicely detailed as well. Look at that. Running on Windows XP. I think it's XP. It's an old one, isn't it? It's an old one. This lady, look at this lady. Very ready for business, isn't she? Look at her bag. Is that a Louis Vuitton? She like the jokes apart, she's actually modelled really well. It's uncanny valley, isn't it? I mean, most of them are actually really modelled really well. I don't think either she's playing with her hair or she's got one of those invisible iPhones. What are you looking at, cheeky? Oh, okay, you're looking at Orbx. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense, mate. You carry on. He's just been for the dump of his life. Very proud of himself. Offloaded a massive log in the toilet. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Toilet humour. Lovely, but a lovely modelled interior, though. Very nicely done. What did you have in your bag? What the hell? Yeah, you might look suspicious and surprised. Again, that is a very detailed model, static model, isn't it? Look at that. He looks dangerous though, if that's what he's carrying in his bag. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, definitely uses one of the most decked out, filled out interiors I've seen on a scenery. Lovely, really nicely done. I mean, the food isn't anything to go by. Everything's kind of 2D, but you know, it's there. There we go. Cash only. Oh, what are these guys up to? Card payments are available on the other till. Ah, fair enough. I'll let yous off. Lovely wooden floors. Don't think they'll be that clean, but lovely wooden floors. Let's have a little look back this way. Here's our sort of departures check-in. Again, lovely. Actual imagery on the walls. I'm assuming this is actually in the airport as well. Toilets and stuff like that, all modelled. Doors have been set open for the avatar as well. Fantastic, really nicely done. For me, I'm from what I've seen on the video that the developer Rob Bryne put out on the Orbx page. If you go to those links, you'll see it. I've got a feeling that this guy either is local to the airport, worked at the airport, or at least knows the airport very well because it is modelled very well. The arrivals hall, nice tint to the glass as well there. And then baggage reclaim. Lovely compact airport, not massive, all nicely done. These ladies have returned from their business trip. Again, the static models are really nice. Not bad at all. Some rental car stands, obviously, for people who want to head on to their final destination. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. I can't a little bit of flicking on the glass. I see that very often. No, I'm not going to say it's an Orbx thing or a developer thing. It's a thing that happens with these sceneries, unfortunately, because of the kind of, it always usually is glass in front of glass, and it glitches out. But yeah, very nice. What do you guys think? Another nice scenery. But yeah, I'd love to see someone do Blackpool Airport. Blackpool has got a lovely variety of aircraft. It can fit bigger airliners in it. Not like your A330s or your 777s, but you can get a 737. A320, A319 into there. It's used regularly. Helicopters, military, business jets, general aviation, of course. But I'd love to see Blackpool. I'd also like to see Harden as well. Harden needs a pay-where scenery. I've said it quite a few times on these live streams. It's odd that we didn't have the Airbus factory in Harden being done, because obviously we were given the Beluga as one of the 2024 aircraft, weren't we? Oh, there's collision on this. Okay. But yeah, Harden in Chester, the Airbus factory, again, very varied for its aircraft movements, business jets, Embraers, obviously the Beluga itself. Would love to see an actual scenery for that. It is very nicely done. Some of the assets are 2D. All I'll say is that's not an issue for me, really. I don't think anyone would question that. But we do have developers who will take it a step further and 3D model all these particular things. But very nicely done. Very nicely done, Rob. Again, this is Rob Bryne, who obviously has an indie developer for Orbx, has put this one together, and I love it. It's a really nice airport. Again, like I said before the start of the stream, guys, I don't know when the next live stream is. It will be advertised on a Discord post, on a social media post, and YouTube post as well. I'm not always great in posting updates on YouTube as a post. I don't think they get out as well as something like social media or Discord. I always post everything that I'm doing onto the Microsoft Flight Simulator forums as well. So stay tuned for anything new on that front. Right now, I haven't got a clue what I will be streaming next. I honestly just don't know. I'll be honest. I'll be totally honest with you. But we will be going straight in depth with another airport as soon as possible, and I will try and bring you some more up-to-date airports, as in new releases. Sometimes I will miss some. Sometimes I'm given opportunities to revisit older airports. I do want to take a look at the Aerosoft Oslo Airport after taking a look at the new updated one by Orbx, because I haven't seen the Aerosoft one. I know a couple of you guys have. A couple of you guys own it. So I do want to take a look at that. From the screenshots I've seen, yeah, I must admit it looks pretty damn good. It does. But I do want to have a good look around that to see if it is actually rivaling Orbx's. With that being said, guys, and I didn't know it was that later on in the stream, but we did do quite a long flight, must admit that. Let's have a little look. And I know for this stream compared to Oslo, again, it's not about the numbers. I'm glad for everyone that here and taking part, but what I would say, guys, is there's a good opportunity for whoever is in the giveaway for this one. I will let you guys pick the 2020 or the 2024 version. I can't see why not. So, with that being the case, get yourselves into the live chat now. If you're listening to me and you want to be in with a chance to win a copy of this. It is 2020 or 2024, PC only though, for this one, guys. And as I say, I will require you to pop your email address into your YouTube description for me to basically contact you. If we can establish whether your email is the one that you use for Orbx, then that won't need to be the case. I will simply just email Orbx with your email address, link to the Orbx account, and then I'll get it added in as soon as possible. Right at the minute, guys, what I will say is I do try and make it apparent, but remember, if I have to go off to a developer and speak to you and then speak to them, please try and give them a bit of time to get that into your account or get the code to redeem it, because they're not... Some of these developers, for example, Orbx, they get back to me in the middle of the night because they're in Australia. AnyBuilds, I'm not too sure where my contact for AnyBuilds is located. It could be Dubai or US, I'm not too sure. But again, leave a bit of time. I know it's not ideal when it's a new release and you want to get your hands on it straight away, but sometimes there is a bit of a bit of time in between where things are being sorted out. I missed the Oslo streaming. I'll have a look later. Yeah, I mean, again, Ivan, if you've got the Aerosoft one, a lot of people would say that Aerosoft do the more definitive one. Let's say that. But again, I do really want to go and check out myself and make that conclusion. The one that they do is kind of their part of their mega airports thing. So if it's anything like Brussels, then yeah, I'm probably going to be blown away by it. What I would say, oh, hang on, what's going on here? Oh, it looks like I can activate the I can activate Tobii Eye Tracker with one of my trim buttons. Anyway, yes, I have got Aerosoft's Berlin, and it's nice, but you know what? It didn't impress me as much as Brussels. So weird. Anyway, get yourself active in that chat, guys, if you do want to win a copy. Right now, I have got... Let me just double check. Wrong page. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so what's happened here is instead of it activating back onto the giveaway thing, it went onto the Orbx page. So what was the point in activating before? And there's our giveaway entries for this one, guys. We've got 7 entries, and right now I've got 3 of you guys in it. Just shows you people want to see Norway instead of Australia. But again, this one for me, this is probably one for me to come and explore, because this was out about a month back. It's still quite a new scenery, to be fair, but it was out about a month back. I haven't got Max in there, Jason, you're not, and David. If you guys are still listening to me and you want to win a copy of this, just get active in the chat and get yourself with a little green tick next to your name. I'm going to give you a minute or two for this one, just because I know people might come in, and obviously with there only being a few of you guys in there right now, I just want to give time for people who may still be in the live stream just to pop their name down. It is a lovely little airport, yeah. Lots of ways to fly, helicopters. You got your 737s and your Dash 8s, and we haven't got a Dash 8 yet. You can grab the Saab 340 if you've got it in 2024. You've got, you could get an A320 in here as well if you can get a 737. So there's a lot of opportunity there. Mickey, good to see you guys. Did I miss something? I mean, you missed the airport, mate, but get yourself into the giveaway for it and see if you win a copy. This is Mount Isa. It's in Australia, sort of northwest Queensland. It's available for 2020 and 2024. You can pick either one if you win. And And I think, I'm going to be honest with you, for now, I don't know when the next giveaway and live stream is going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. It might be towards the end of the week. It might not be a giveaway. It might just be a live stream. I don't know, guys, but we'll see. I'm sure someone will pop up through the week that needs my attention. And, yeah. We've got Aerodessa, we've got Ivan, we've got Get Outdoors, and we've got Mickey. Mickey, you can obviously watch it back, mate. You know, it's not a massive airport. You can just, pardon me, you can skip to the bit where we start exploring the airport. Lovely detailed one, this one. Full interior to the terminal. Nothing missed out in there. So basically, the terminal's down there. It's not massive, but you can walk all the way through there. A lot of open hangars as well. Fantastic. I am streaming a lot lately, mate. Yeah, I mean, when given the opportunity, I will stream as much as I can. Like I said before, guys, streaming is a lot easier for me to make videos because streaming, you have to set up the live stream, put the information in, get the thumbnail, and that's pretty much it. Then you've got to actually be here on at the time and do it. A lot of improvisation, so you know, it's not easy, but logistically, it's easier than recording loads of footage, getting voiceovers, and doing some kind of, you know, partial script and researching a video and then editing it all together. That takes a long time. That takes, you know, a week or two, depending on the size of the video, for me in particular. So, yeah, streaming is a bit easier. I also can make it watchable, you know, can make it on demand so it can be watched. Some people don't like watching 2 hours of live stream. I totally get that. But for the most part, if it's a brand new airport, something like, you know, Builds Hong Kong, for example, people will watch parts of it and flick through and just get the general idea. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, Mickey, no, I know. I know you're not complaining, mate, but I just, yeah, I enjoy live streaming a lot more than what I used to. It was a bit daunting and wasn't that used to doing it, if I'm going to be totally honest. And I feel a bit more comfortable doing it now. Even then, I do struggle, just in myself, really. Like in the freeway show, yeah, the freeway shows, some of the live ones that I've done, and then again, I have put a lot of episodes out on actual videos. The next one is 2 weeks away, and it's just more bush airstrips as well. But yeah, I have another 3 of those freeway episodes to actually record. I've got my ideas for them and what airports to show, but I still need to go and record all the footage and all the voiceovers for that. So yeah, that'll take a couple of weeks to do that. But I do want to keep up to date with those episodes because they are being enjoyed. It seems, and people love to see them. I just need to do some more. I need to get back into the comparison videos, the before and after shots of different airports and stuff like that. I think people will enjoy to see them again on the channel. Anyway, guys. Anyway. A couple of you guys have entered. Really appreciate it. Aerodessa, you've gone off the giveaway, mate, just to give you a heads up. Try and type something if you're still there, mate, and get yourself back on there. And then I'll draw a copy, guys, and get it sent over to you ASAP. Fyong's in there. Good to see you, mate. Mickey, to be fair, I would not dare to stream, would not know what to say. To be honest, do you know what, Mickey? The first time in a while I've had that trouble in this live stream. There's a couple of times I've went a bit silent, and yeah, I didn't know what to do. So yeah, I totally get that. Right, guys, I'm gonna get a live stream winner sorted for this one. This one's created by indie developer Rob Bryne. It's Mount Isa airport over in Australia. Lovely detailed airport. You can see even from here. No, actually you can't see anything because the live stream thing's up. But you can see from here the lovely texture work on the aprons and the runway, even from this height. Lovely little airport. Good for your business, your general aviation. Sing us a song? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right, guys. Good luck. There you go, Mickey. It's yours, mate. It's yours, mate. Let me just make sure. I will. I know some of you guys are over on my Discord. I fully appreciate that. But please, even if we've spoke on Discord or social media, I will make sure every time someone wins who is in Discord or social media on my name, it will be the same. What did I win? You won this airport, mate. You won this airport. Either in 2020 or 2024. Yeah, if you are on my social media and Discord, guys, I still need to contact you through email. So it doesn't matter if you can, talk to me through those channels. I still do it through email to keep everything legit, if you like. Mickey, your email, the one on your YouTube profile, mate, is still the one that can be used. Let me know. Oh, Mickey, you've been to this one? No way. No way. Well, I don't know. You probably have. I don't know if you saw the terminal in the live stream, but I'm assuming you've seen. I don't know if you went into the terminal in real life, but it's fully there. You can go in. Look at this. These ladies as well. Look, you've won these two ladies. Oh, there you go. There's also a really, really, I would say, glamorous business lady in the terminal here as well. There you go. You can sit with there in your virtual airport as well. Anyway, but yeah, mate, this is 2020 or the 2024 version. It's up to you. But do let me know if that email in your YouTube is the most up-to-date one for me. It was like 20 years ago. Fair enough. Fair enough. But Mickey, yeah, let me know the email in your YouTube is an up-to-date one. Also as well, mate, the email on your YouTube page, is it the one that you use for Orbx? If you've got an Orbx account, let me know if you can, mate, please. Because if it is the one you use for Orbx, then I only need to send that on to Orbx and let them know which one you'd want, rather than emailing you and then emailing them and then emailing you. We can just get it started. We can just get it sorted quickly. But let me know, mate, because obviously I will be 2024 is fine, and the mail should be good. Is the mail for is it for the Orbx account? Do you know? Because as I say, I can just get it sent to that email if that's the correct one. No worries, mate. I'll email you, mate. Don't worry. We'll sort it out from there. It'll be better, to be honest. So I'll email you within the next couple of hours to sort that out and get that into your Orbx account. Because again, my contact at Orbx will email me probably either this evening, sort of later on for me, or in the middle of the night when I'm asleep, because obviously he's over in Australia. But yeah, really like this one, guys. Fantastic scenery. If Rob, if you ever watch it, mate, fantastic work you've done on this one. Lovely. Hope you do some more sceneries for Orbx. I would like to see you do more. There's my avatar there. Look at him. They know you well at Orbx. I'll let them know it was yourself. Sorry, guys. That's like that sort of first-person camera, isn't it? It's too bad that you can't sort of stick it on there. Right, guys. So, at the minute, nothing scheduled in just yet for the live stream. I am going to try my best to get a little teaser out on my channel for a new airport. And get that on there, but please do keep an eye out. In the next couple of weeks there is a video going on the channel, a trailer for a new product. I know a lot of people are interested in this product and a lot of people are waiting for this product, so don't miss out on capturing that, as well as more live streams. I'll be trying to get some more freeware episodes done and some other little videos done. I've got a few little ideas in my head about sort of little videos I can do that maybe won't take me long to put together and edit, but I obviously want to make sure that they're done to a nice standard. If you guys have been with the channel for since like the start, like 2020, 2021, my original review videos and before and after videos, that they were filmed quite well like this. Basically, you can imagine me moving the camera around like this, you know, as I do on a live stream. I try and keep it quite nice, the movements, but my videos back in the day were sort of, you know, look at this brick wall, this is lovely, and this is what the camera was like, and let's have a little look inside this hangar to see the level of detail in this hangar, and this would be the camera movements. Nowadays, obviously, I try to put a lot more graphics and info, and I try to make the camera movements a bit more cinematic. So instead of all that, it would be, you know, and the Royal Flying Doctor hangar is modeled to a lovely standard, blah 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 blah, and this is how the camera would move rather than erratically. But that's how my videos used to be. Right, guys, I am going to go. Thank you so much for spending a couple hours with me. Congratulations again, Mickey. I'll send you an email over and we'll get that sorted with Orbx. Till the next one, I'll see you soon, guys. Have a good rest of your Monday. Well, not long. Last of your Monday. I'll see you soon.